Welcome back. My name's Sydney and I'm the Coordinator of Humane Education here at the Ottawa Humane Society. All my friends, especially the furry and feathered ones, are super excited to see everyone back. We're going to have a great day filled with animal activities, some cute animal stories, and some more information about the great work that we do here at the OHS. And just a refresher, this is my dog Beau. He's a registered OHS program dog and he's going to be my co-host. Today we're going to talk about zoos. Before we begin, let's go over some important words that we need to know. Let's get started! Domestic means an animal who has been changed by humans for many, many years. This can include the way that the animal looks, acts, what it does, and more. Domestic animals rely on humans to live. Wild. A wild animal is an animal that does not rely on humans to live. This is the opposite of domestic. Wild animals are not kept as pets. Can you think of some examples of wild animals we see in Ottawa? Exotic. An exotic animal is a wild animal, but it lives in a place where it normally would not. Now that we know the difference between domestic, wild, and exotic animals, we can get started. It's important to remember that wild and exotic animals can be tamed, but will always act on instinct. What does that mean? Well, just because you can train a squirrel to eat nicely out of your hand does not mean it can and should live as a pet. This is where zoos come in. Many businesses use animals for entertainment, and they do it to make money. Zoos are no different. Let's close our eyes and picture zoos. What do you see? Do you see big tigers, monkeys, and penguins in enclosures? Maybe lots of happy families and kids walking around looking at the animals? One thing that many people don't think about when visiting zoos is how the animals live, how they're treated, and how they feel. Most animals living in zoos are housed in small, confined spaces. These spaces prevent animals from behaving normally. Remember, this breaks one of the 5 freedoms.
One of the 5 freedoms is that all animals should have the freedom to express normal behavior. Now think of the last time you went to the zoo. Were the lions pacing back and forth in their enclosures? Did you know that lions can walk anywhere between 10 to 50 kilometers in a single day? In a small place like a zoo, they can't move around and play as much as they need to. Besides keeping animals in too small of enclosures, keeping animals in too small right in the following ways. Animals are sometimes kept in dirty cages without enough food or the needed veterinary care. Some animals are forced to live through harsh winters and hot summers, which are nothing like their natural habitats. Babies are sometimes separated from their mothers to be used as props for photo shoots. Sadly, some zoo operators are not trained in proper animal care, and they may use cruel forms of treatment like kicking or hitting to get the animals to act the way they want them to.
Do you think we have any zoos in Ontario? We do have zoos in Ontario, and sadly, zoo operators in Ontario do not need any special training, nor do they have to make sure the living spaces for the animals they care for are safe before they open for business. If I were suddenly taking care of a tiger or a monkey, I would definitely need some training to make sure they were safe, healthy, and happy. Ontario has a bad reputation for inhumane animal treatment for entertainment purposes. It is really important to remember that some zoos may be advertised as an educational experience when they are not. Wild and exotic animals that are removed from their original home for you to see is not natural. We're not learning about their natural behaviors in their natural environments. I'm happy to share that you can help animals in zoos today by doing 2 things. Number 1, don't visit zoos. If they're not making any money, they'll have to close. 2, tell your friends and families about what happens at zoos so that they won't want to go either. A really great way to see animals in their natural habitat is to build a birdhouse. That's what today's activity is going to be. All you need is some birdseed, some popsicle sticks, some hot glue, and some markers. Line up 12 popsicle sticks. Create a line of hot glue across the top and bottom. Place a popsicle stick on both. Repeat on the left and on the right. Put dots of hot glue on the ends of these 4 sticks and place the popsicle sticks on top. Follow this pattern to build the walls of the birdhouse. Put hot glue on 4 sticks and secure them to the front and back sides to create the posts. Line up 2 sets of 12 popsicle sticks. Create a line of hot glue across the top and bottom of both and place the popsicle sticks on each. Hot glue the top of the posts. Place the roof on the glue and let it dry. Add birdseed inside the house. Find a perfect spot in your backyard or on your balcony to hang your brand new bird feeder and let the bird watching begin. Don't forget to share your creations with us on social media or via email. We can't wait to see what birds visit your backyard. Last but not least, let's learn about our animal of the day. We're going to play a little game. Here are 3 fun facts about our animal of the day. Can you guess what it is? I am very playful and even know how to make my own water slide. There are 13 species of my kind found all over the world. I am known to hold hands while I sleep in the water. What am I? Otter! Did you guess it right? Thank you so much for joining us today. We had such a great time together. Remember, we need to keep all animals safe. Many animals in zoos suffer, but we can put an end to it by just not visiting zoos anymore. Remember, we can create a humane and compassionate community for all animals.